Hi, welcome once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel. And if it's your first time, welcome. This is going to be a general reading. It's also a monthly reading, okay? Please use your own discernment when watching or listening to this reading, all right? And then I said, if it's your first time, welcome, all right? And whatever messages that come out, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. I hope everyone is doing fine. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. All right, it was a long weekend. Okay, I'm actually in the UK. All right, so I'm going to be filming this. Okay, this is actually being filmed on Tuesday, all right, the 27th of May 2025. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying your morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Okay, um before I use any decks, I just want to say a prayer, all right, to Archangel Zadkiel. Okay, um all right. Archangel Zadkiel, angel of justice and righteousness, keeper of the violet flame, thank you for bringing your energy to me now. I surrender, release, and transmute all old karma, contracts, and setbacks with love. I am the violet flame. The spirit of mercy fills my very core as I find it within myself to forgive and release the past and to focus on compassion. I am an expression of divine love. Thank you for supporting me, and so it is. Okay, and for your information, if you are interested in working with the archangels, this prayer, okay, I used is from this book. It's called Angel Prayers by Carl Gray. And Archangel Zadkiel and Archangel Michael, okay, can help us overcome fears and phobias. Archangel Zadkiel, Michael, and Azrael are a powerful combination, okay, for transmuting and removing fear from a space or home. Zadkiel works with Michael and Raguel to bring about justice, all right? And Archangel Zadkiel's twin flame and the archer of the violet flame is Holy Amethyst, and together they work to transmute and transform the fear of the world to love, all right? So I just thought I'll call in Archangel Zadkiel to help us, all right? Um, and the reason for this reading, okay, the Sacred Cosmic Traveler reading is about, or I should say, guides us, okay, through different timelines because we are all spiritual beings having a human experience, okay, who have been incarnated into this lifetime, okay, and then what we can do, it can also help us to understand the events, signs, and coincidences occurring in our life today, okay, because our life is so full of uncertainties, and we can use this information, all right, to help us transform, heal, bring greater love and awareness into our life and into the world, all right. So please don't forget to check the description box, um because what I'll do, if especially if you're interested in, or you read for yourself, or you're interested in any of the decks, okay, I'm going to be using for the reading today, as well as some crystals which I'm going to be showing. Okay, if you're interested in working with crystals, or you want to know more about how they can work for you, all right, I'll put the names of the decks as well as some crystals, and the, and the name of some books which I'd like to recommend. So please check them out. And you do not need to be on a spiritual soul life path journey to watch this reading, or religious life path journey to watch this reading. Is for anyone. All right. And again, this readings, tarot oracle readings, is all to do with energy, it's non-gender, and it's also timeless. All right. Now, to keep the frequency and vibration higher on this reading, what I just want to do is use this deck. It's called Spirit Junkie, and just select one card, all right? Okay. Okay. So the vibe for today, okay, it says, today I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. All right. Today I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. All right. So what the in order for us to create um or to have a positive life, okay, it's very important that we have loving thoughts, okay, because as Albert Einstein said, that you cannot have a positive life, okay, with a negative mind, because everything is vibration. All right, so it's very important that we think and operate, okay, in the essence of love. All right, so that's the vibe of the day. Okay. Okay. So, the way I'm going to be doing this reading, and I have done this sort of reading before, so please check out last month's one. Okay. Um, I used to do it more like every fortnight, but I've been guided to do it like once a month. All right. So, and as I said, please check my other videos. Okay. As well as the description box. I do other videos as well on my channel, as well, including spiritual enlightenment, and as well as karmic. I do karmic channel readings as well. So please check them out when you have a chance. All right. Now, the way I'm going to be doing this reading, I'm going to be asking my spiritual team, all right, to select three energies. Okay, so it could be yours, it could be somebody you associated with, or it could be as well as energies within other energies. All right. So the way I'm going to do it is energy number one, energy number two, energy number three. All right. So um let's start. So the first deck, okay, I'm going to be using, okay, this is called the Akashic so if you never heard of the word Akashic, okay, the name Akashic, okay, the Akashic uh is very based, okay, it's an basically it's an area, okay, in the Kashya, okay, where um it contains, all right, the Akashic records. Okay, the Akashic records is basically known as the book of life. Okay, it contains information about our past, present, and future. Okay, and you can also access it. Okay, you could access it through listen to guided meditations, or you could use this deck. All right. But again, as I said, that is my spiritual team is going to be selecting three energies. All right. This is, however, a general reading and not a personal reading. All right. So if you want sort of know more about your past, what's is happening now, or what you need to know in order to make a better future for yourself, then I would suggest you do like a personal reading. Okay. But accessing the Akashic records, okay, is a spiritual tool that can help us to uncover hidden talents, gifts that we possess, uncover mystical histories, hidden knowledge, okay, and also to give us a better idea of what we can do, okay, to have a better future. All right. And we step in to the Akashic records all the time. All right. It's that I just to make it just simple as that. Okay, because everything we do is written in the Akashic records or the book of life. All right. Okay. So and then I'm going to be using the portals. Okay, we enter portals all the time. Okay, for example, a day to night is tonight is a portal. When we go to work and we go home, okay, is another portal. All right, so we step into portals all the time. All right, even when we go to bed and we wake up, that's also a portal. Okay, so because I think a lot of people don't know, right, that portals are not just like 7/7, which is 7th of July, or 8th of August, 8th, right, the 8th of August, which is 8/8, and things like that, all right, or the 25th of a month of for example, this year 2025. All right, these are also portals, but we step into portals all the time. All right, so these are the first decks I'm going to be using, and then I'm going to be using the time travelers one as well. All right, the time traveler one will help us to sort of like visit other areas, okay, places that we may have lived, all right, um in the past, okay, and we can then gain information, to help us, all right, in our everyday life. And then I'm also going to be using other ones like the Sacred Traveler, and also the Quantum Oracle, okay, which is also very good. All right, it offers and just makes us realize, okay, that life is full of endless possibilities, and to see and it can also help us to make better choices in our life. Okay, and then I was also guided to use this deck, but this one will be for the just general, just for just general messages, and some other ones as well. All right. So to start off, okay, I'm going to be asking um my spiritual team, okay, to select the first energy and see what comes out. So I'm going to be using this deck, the Akashic Tarot deck, to see what comes out. All right. All right. So let's see what comes out first. Mm, okay. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does energy number one need to know? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. That's just too much. Let me shuffle it that way. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what does okay, so I'll select, okay, then so okay. So we'll start with, okay, so for energy number one, you've got the journey, and then you got the Akashic Library. Okay. So I need to use the booklet for this. So all right, so let's see. So the first one is the journey, okay, and Seven of Roses, and then you got the Akashic Library and number two. All right, so let's see what's. So I'm just going to read on what this booklet has, okay, regarding these two cards. The Seven of Roses, 152. Okay, so then I'm just going to, basically, because the way this way it works, okay, is that if you what you need to do is just focus on the picture on the card, all right, as I read through the message, okay. It says here, a seaport teams with activity as cargo is loaded off and onto many different ships. Two women on a small tender boat are in are on their way to the great ship that will take them on their journey. Two men with their trunks and cases wait to follow. This card shows a time for a journey, a mall, or a relocation. You may be taking your work or creative endeavors in a whole new direction, whether figuratively to a new industry or literally to a new city. However, this journey occurs, it is sure to take you to new places and greater opportunities, although it may require leaving something safe behind. This is not the time for staying safe in the harbor, it's time for finding and exploring new worlds. So get packed. Okay? So so maybe some of you might be thinking of traveling or who have already traveled or relocating. Um, and the Akashic force, okay, for you to embody this, okay, it says close your eyes and see yourself embarking on a magical journey. Feel movement swirl around you and anticipation fill you. Where do you want to go? How would you like to get there? Okay. So this is a message for energy number one, and also this one, the Akashic Library. All right. So if you want to know more about your, as I said earlier, before I started using the decks, all right. If you want to know more about your past, I would suggest you do like get a personal reading, maybe, or listen to a guided meditation. All right. So the Akashic Library. So I'm just gonna just read this one, the Akashic Library. Okay, goes on to say, inside a great library, candles cast a glow upon the books in the tall shelves. A sage sits thoughtfully with an open book on his table and a quill pen in hand. All right. Now, sage is normally, could be an ancestor or guide. All right. All right, an empath or something like that. All right, or even a prophet. Sometimes this card can indicate writing or publishing a book for you, but this card also symbolizes a new initiation, an ability to manifest a new life in every way. You have moved deeper into the Akashic Records and to a higher self awareness. Further investigation may be required, but you now have a better understanding of your old motives and new purposes. It is also a time of heightened intuition as well as a greater self creation. During this phase, all you have to do is add a little conscious effort to write your new records in the Akasha. To get started today, write one simple declaration about the future you wish to create and repeat it to yourself often. Okay, because we are co-creators of our own reality. Okay, destiny is in our hands and it's all to do with the decisions and choices we make for our life. Then decide one thing you can do to make it happen and do it. Anything can happen now. The breadth of the landscape before you rests solely on the scope of your imagination and your will to own it. All right. Um, And the Akashic force for this, it says here, as you close your eyes, envision yourself stepping into the most beautiful and serene of all Asian libraries. Imagine yourself taking a book from a shelf and opening it to a page. Notice the first word that comes to you. What does it tell you? How does it feel? Remember to visit this mystical library often and tap into the expensive wisdom that is yours. Wow. So this is for energy number one. All right. Okay. So let me just remove this. Mhm. Okay, so now okay, we're going to be stepping into a portal. Okay, this is for energy number one. So let's see what portal. Okay. Okay, so it says it's to do with adventure. All right, so okay, so it goes on to say here, you stand at a portal to a great adventure. Will you step into it? If you are asking about taking a trip, moving somewhere new, or beginning a relationship, the outcome will not be boring. Rather, it will be an exciting adventure that offers a fresh perspective on yourself and the world. If you're looking for general guidance, you drew this card to remind you that your soul needs an adventure. It's time to plan a trip or try something different. Just make sure it's thrilling. Adventure isn't about courting danger, it just needs to move you out of a familiar and allow you to see and experience something new. If you're asking about a choice or situation, try viewing your whole experience of this issue as an adventure. This perspective will open doors of possibilities and shake things up in an empowering way. Life can be stale when we stick to what we know. While it's great to take downtime and relax at home or to visit the beloved old haunts, staying in your comfort zone eventually becomes monotonous and cause you to see the world through dingy lenses that in time begin to turn everything to varying shades of gray. That's why sometimes the universe throws us a curveball so we don't get complacent and forget the exhilaration that comes from triumphing over the odds or gaining wisdom of experience with otherwise wouldn't have had. Okay, so it's saying here, for example, even if a trip sounds like a bit much, you can also certainly motivate yourself to browse plane tickets and lodging possibilities, or if you rather ignore, complain about, or make do with your circumstance, then approach it with an adventurous spirit. Perhaps start by grabbing a pen and brainstorming ways you can just possibly see dealings with it as an opportunity to learn, challenge yourself, and grow. All right, so this is advice for energy number one. All right, so you have stepped into the portal of adventure. Okay, okay, so let's see what places you could have traveled in your past. All right, and you could have visited these areas, okay, in this current lifetime. All right. So the spiritual angels, what areas has energy number one visited? The spiritual angels, what area? The spiritual angels, what areas? Okay, just move that down now. Okay, so the three countries, okay, or places that you visited in your past, maybe you've already, or you could have visited these areas in this lifetime. So we got it's the Masai in Africa. All right, just Okay. Then we've got Woodstock, New York. Okay. And then you've got the nomads, the steppes of Mongolia. Okay. Hmm, that's interesting to know. Okay, so let's see what advice okay, that you can get, what messages, okay, that you can take on board that may help you. It depends on what you may be going through, right? It could be to do with a certain challenge you have in your life. That this could be something that you've already experienced in your past, maybe experiencing something now, and these messages can help you. Also, it could be something that will happen in the near or distant future, okay? Just take the energy as it resonates. All right. So the first so I'm going to be reading on this first card. It says life force energy. All right. So okay, so this is a messages coming from the Maasai in Africa. Okay, and the message here, all right, it says vibrant life force, energy, healing, unifying rhythm, and passion. All of these qualities are waiting to expand even more in your life. This card is telling you that this is not a time to hold back, nor is this the time to suppress what you are feeling or experiencing. When you do this, or when you try to please everyone, your energy will wane. If you're striving to meet the expectations of others by forgetting your own needs, your energy field becomes lackluster. Allow yourself free reign of your emotions, be willing to be spontaneous, and change course. It's okay to change your mind. The vitality of the Creator is waiting to flow through you. Stop waiting on the sidelines of life. Don't hold back. Embrace every aspect of life. Be who you are without reserve. If you have been ill, this card indicates that healing energy is on its way. All right, so let me just read on the second card. All right, that's 31. Okay, so this message, okay, it says at the top it says playfulness, and these messages are coming from Woodstock, New York. Okay, this card calls for delight. When was the last time you let go and enjoyed yourself? Playfulness is absolutely necessary for your health and well-being. It's as important as the food you eat and the thoughts that you think. There are times to take your responsibility seriously and work hard, but this isn't one of them. If you are asked to take on more tasks, jobs, or responsibilities, gracefully decline. It's okay to say no. Really. Just say no to anything that doesn't feel right to you. Give yourself a break, have some fun. Everything will work out if you do. Don't try pushing the river, it flows by itself. Take a vacation or two, play hooky, fly a kite, listen to joyous music, dance with abandon, be spontaneous, lock the doors, turn off your phone and put your feet up. Change your patterns and habits. Eat with your fingers just for today. Don't be responsible. Go for a drive with no destination. Allow your inner child free rein. Giggle, be silly and playful. It will activate your life force to profound and mystical ways. Okay, so maybe it's, I think the message here is not to take life too seriously, okay? And there needs to be a balance between work and play. And I'm just going to read on this one where it says vast vistas. Okay, so let's see what that's about. Okay, so these messages are from the nomad steppes of Mongolia, all right. And the message, the time traveler's message says, widen your horizons to see the bigger picture. This is not the time to think small, think outside the box. There is the potential of big changes ahead. Be willing to be unconventional in projects, relationships, and ideas. Know that you can choose any direction you desire, but before you go forward, look in all directions to see the potential outcomes. Vast vistas are ahead for you. It's easy to get caught up in the small details of life and forget the bigger view. Something unexpected may be sneaking up behind you, but if you're ready for it, it won't wobble your life. When you view life from a greater perspective, you can make the best decisions. This is a time of expansion and even a time of travel and new adventures. If you receive an opportunity to travel, go for it. If you can step into a different direction in life, don't hesitate. Take it. Okay, so this is the advice for energy number one. All right. Um, and okay, let me just I'm gonna be using this one. Sacred traveler. Okay, let's see. Um, okay, so let's see what um additional advice we have here from this deck. Okay. Oh, this one. Okay. Crossing bridges, okay. This one. It says that it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. All right. Okay, so the card meaning crossing bridges is a way to let go of the past and to begin a new cycle in life. A heartfelt change is ahead. It's time for healing old wounds with people and situations. It's time to forgive and let go of the past. Do whatever you need to do to make amends and then let it all go. If there is anything unresolved in your life, take steps to restore and reconcile. You may even need to burn your bridges behind you, heal the rifts within yourself, help others traverse bridges in their lives. Okay? And the message here it says that the sacred traveler wants you to know when the traveler crosses the bridge, a new land awaits on the other side. You are ready to cross a bridge, okay, or bridge a gap in your life. There are times to step away from certain people and situations. There is also times to carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places and then go forward. This is one of the, sorry, this is one of those powerful healing times to choose. Okay, maybe there is a wound inside of you that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Transform the inner grievance, forgive, let it go, do it now. You no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there is a person from your past with whom you should reconnect or release completely. You know what you need to do. This is the time to do it. Okay. So um that's advice. Okay, if maybe there this whatever it is preventing you from um maybe there is might be something that you need to deal with. Maybe you need to bring some closures. Okay, so in order for you to step into the portal of adventure, maybe you need to um to do that. All right. And let me just take one card from the Quantum Oracle. Okay. Okay. All right. So we've got courage. Okay. So maybe you need to find the courage or inner strength. If you need that, then you can always connect to spirit, to your higher power, okay, to do this. All right, so let me just bring this a bit. Okay, I think that's much better. All right, so energy, let's see what's going on. Energy 59. All right, so okay, here it says taking a risk. Okay, and it goes on to say here, um, if you've been thinking about taking a chance on something, now is the time to face it. Perhaps there's a challenge you'd like to meet or something you've been longing to express. It may be time to go public about an interest you've been pursuing, even if you feel hesitant at first. This card is telling you that the time is right. You're moving into an energetic cycle where you feel your strength more deeply. There is a core of power coming from your own eternal soul, and you can feel the boundless courage that always lies ready within your heart center. Breathe deeply and take that next step. Know that you can trust this core of inner strength to guide you in this exciting time. Okay, and the affirmation um, here it says, I have the courage and strength to navigate any situation. I affirm my power and I trust my own resourcefulness. Okay, so that's the affirmation to this. Okay, all right. So, what I'm going to do is clear the table here and go on to energy. All right. Number 2. Okay, so let's see. Just make sure I have the Akashic. Just keep these there. Right, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be um going to the next one, okay, to energy number 2. All right, so just keep these books here because so I don't get them all mixed up. Okay, so that's that. Time traveler. Okay, so this one wanted to come out. Okay, so All right. So, okay. So for energy, number two, okay, we've got Six of Roses, the War of the Roses, and we've got two worlds. All right. Okay, so let's go with this one. Roses. Okay, so I'm just going to read this one. 149. Okay, so again, if you can just focus on the picture here, okay, especially with this tarot deck, all right. So it goes on to say, the War of the Roses, storm clouds gather in the sky, two lines of mounted knights stand at the ready, facing each other across a clear field of battle. The left side carries the banner of the white rose, and the right carries the red rose. This card depicts a war within a relationship and or a battle within your heart about a relationship. Most often, this relationship is romantic in nature, but this card could also refer to a co-worker, partner, boss, or family member. There could be a power play, and at the very least, there is a lack of reciprocity and communication. See? You are at an impasse. Your intuition of your spirit, the white rose, has told you that this experience is not a supportive one. But your passion, fears, and needs, the red rose, keep you from listening. You have tried to bring the two together as indicated by the dirty flag with the combined white and red rose on the ground. But what's happening in this relationship is not compatible with your spirit's view for you. So there you stand, your spirit and your passions just watching and waiting. This situation is nothing less than karmic, and it is time to listen and take action. Awareness, vision, and self honoring are required now for you to position yourself best and make plans to leave the battlefield. Okay, so maybe there could be some conflict within yourself. Okay, and what spirit is saying, that's for energy number two. Okay, maybe there's you might be in some form of mental conflict right now, not knowing what to do, if you should listen to you might be there might be something telling you to do something right, which is beneficial for you, but you might be fighting against this. Okay, so this is the meaning of this. All right, and to help you, okay, to so that you can probably be more tuned with yourself, with your and to listen to your intuition, okay, your gut feeling, which is meant to be a spiritual compass to help guide you through life's journey. Okay, the Akashic force here, it says close your eyes and see or sense a person with whom you have some type of relationship. It can be any relationship that that's happening, sorry, in your life. Imagine that person handling handing you, sorry, a rose. Is the rose vibrant or wilted, large or small, bright or dark, happy or sad? What message do you receive from this rose? Okay, and it's also maybe if you uh like stepping in and out of a relationship, okay, all the time, which can create a vicious cycle here. All right, and I'm just going to read on this one, two of scrolls, where it says two worlds. Okay, so this could be something to do with the physical and spiritual world. All right, so I'm just going to read on this one. Two of Scrolls. Okay, so again, please focus on the picture. All right, it says, surrounded by a spinning wheel and baskets of wool, a beautiful woman, worried and tired, gazes at the embers of the fireplace. She has worked hard at her spinning for the coins that has gathered on the table. The expensive window behind her looks out onto a Buddhist monastery high in the mountains. When you receive this card, there is a conflict in your life between what the outer world requires of you and how your own spirit directs you. You actually may have a number of past lives where you wanted to focus on your spiritual growth and therefore joined a monastery to do so. Then, missing the wonders that the secular world could offer, such as love, family, and financial success. You chose the secular world exclusively in your next incarnation, yet this didn't offer the spiritual focus you also sought. Because of this, it's likely that you've bounced back and forth from the monastic to the personal in a number of incarnations and through a number of different faiths. This is interesting. You are now again experiencing a polarity between a fully self realized spiritual experience and personal success in your day to day life. It often feels as if you have to let go in order to embrace the other. The push pull will continue until you learn to bring your spiritual self in every situation in your personal life. Wow. So I was actually right there. It's having a balance between your physical and spiritual life, or the a balance between the spiritual and physical body. It's time to replace worry and trust with integrate your external truth with your temporal reality. If you have a job or are in a relationship that actively pulls you from your spirit, you may deal with it or possibly leave it. Who you are forever is who you are now. Let nothing impede that power. When you own it, absolute self realization in both worlds will elude you no longer. Wow, that's interesting. And the Akashic Force, it says, if this resonates with you, okay, because this is just advice, okay, remember that this is a general reading, not a personal reading, okay, but maybe you might be going in between, you could be battling right now between, it could be a conscious thing, okay. So it says that close your eyes and say to yourself, the divine strives in my daily world. Then see the God of your understanding stand beside you. See yourself walking through your life in this great company, handling everything that comes your way. Very interesting to know. Very, very interesting. All right. So, now I'm going to go on to using the portal, and let's see what portal, okay, energy number two, um you're going to be stepping into. All right, so let's see. Okay, so we've got the initiation. All right. Okay, they wanted me to select this one. Yeah, they wanted me to select this one for you, all right? So, okay, it says birth. Okay, birth. Okay, it goes on to say, okay, by planting, so basically you are stepping into the portal of birth. Okay, so it goes on to say, by planting a seed and tending to it, you have opened up a portal that brings something new into the world. This might be a new project, condition, relationship, or simply a current of energy that will fill you with fresh new ideas and opportunities. It's almost certain that you know exactly what is being born in your life, and if you don't, the first possibility that comes to mind is probably it. Consider the transcendent beauty of a newborn animal or a seedling as it first peaks above the soil. While baby plants and animals have been in this world only briefly, they have not simply appeared out of nowhere. They have been becoming hidden in the darkness of the earth, an egg or the womb. And then miraculously they move out on of the unseen and into the seen. Their unique essence is crystallized and bathed in light. They become ever after a part of the manifest world. This is such a moment of birth. Something that has been becoming is now about to be. How can you help it thrive? Like anything that has just been born, whatever is making its appearance in your life must be thoroughly adored, nourished, and cared for. While parents tend to love their children throughout their lives, there is something singular about the time they spend with their newborns. In the same way, treasure every moment of this newly arriving essence, attend to it lovingly, and give it everything it needs. If it's a project, begin it or bring it closer to being finished. If it's a relationship, put yourself out there to initiate contact or move to a new level of closeness. If it's a condition, take steps to nurture it or bring it into being. Set clear intentions for this new arrival. What do you want to experience with regards to it? What are your most positive possible visions for it? Write these intentions in your journal, being sure to phrase them in the present tense as it already true. So I think this is to do with manifestations, all right? If in case you're thinking about or this is also linked to the law of attraction. If you want to, if you're thinking about doing something new, um or maybe starting a new project or something like that. So there is some advice there, okay? And this is for energy number 2. All right, so let's see what else. Okay. So from what I'm getting here, so the message, okay, from the Akashic, okay, and to do, maybe you need to make those changes in your life in order for you to take the necessary steps, okay, to do whatever it is that you want to bring about, okay, to start afresh, to start this new um you know project or whatever it is that you wish to do. All right, because as I said, that we are co-creators of our own reality. Okay, and it's our destiny is in our hands. It's all to do with the decisions and choices that we make in our life, right? Okay, to reach our true destination, because destination comes from the word destiny. Okay. Okay, portal. Okay, so I'm going to be using the time traveler and see what areas, okay, you could have traveled, okay, in your past, because we had many past lives, okay, and then we were then incarnated into this lifetime. So let's see. What areas of energy number to travel. Spirit angels. Okay. Okay, so we've got here South the the prehistoric bamboo forest in Southeast Asia. Or these are places that you might have um okay, so you might have visited in this lifetime in Asia. Okay. We've got the this one came out. Which one came out? Okay, we've got um this one is it says the cave of the hands in Argentina. Okay, and then you got the hanging gardens of Babylon. All right. Hmm. Okay, so Babylon itself is an ancient city, but maybe at one time you probably resided in okay, in Babylon. Okay, you might have worked there. Okay. All right, so let's see what advice. Okay, and this is for energy number two. Okay, so the first one it says, so for the first card it says flexibility. Okay, and this is coming from the bamboo forest of Southeast Asia. Okay, so the time traveler's message says this card urges you to be flexible in your life. This is not a time for uncompromising strength, but it's time for bending and yielding. Success will follow if you do this. Do not face a problem head on, go around it, above it. All right, do not face a problem head on, go around it, above it, or under it. Be willing to change your mind and modify your trajectory in your life to go in a different direction. In regards to abundance, this is okay. Um, a powerful card. It suggests that your prosperity can grow exponentially if you are adaptable. Potentially, a time of rapid growth is ahead. However, if you are rigid, there is a chance that something valuable in your life will break or shatter. Don't rely only on your own strength. You may eventually splinter and break. If you are strong and flexible, you can adapt to even the hardest or harshest, of circumstances. Go with the flow. Don't try to direct it, and good fortune will ensue. Okay. Maybe this is why you've got abundance there. Okay, so as well. So anyway, let me just read where it says protection, and this is from the cave of what? The cave of hands. Okay, in Argentina. And this is to do with protection. Number 33. Okay, the time traveler's message. For long periods of history, people have chosen to live in caves for the protection they offer. This card can arise in a reading for many reasons. This may be a reminder that you are indeed safe. You can trust in the protection of the angels, ancestors, and spirit guides that are all around you, supporting you. Additionally, This can be a card of a leader, meaning that you are in safe space for others. This can also be a sign that you need to take steps to protect yourself, your assets, your possessions, or your loved ones. Guard your energy. Consider using protective talismans or shielding. If you feel that there are places, situations, or people that drain you, take immediate steps to remove yourself from these experiences. All right. So just a bit of advice here. All right. Things that you can do if you don't feel somehow protected. Okay. All right. But just remember that the divine, your angels and ancestor spirit guides are around you. And I'm going to read on this one where it says abundance. Okay, the time traveler's message. When you receive this card, know that fulfillment and prosperity awakening in your life. Be grateful for what you already have, and even more will flow to you. The Creator desires that you prosper in all areas of your life. A windfall is coming. There are amazing opportunities around you, but you must be willing to nurture them. And outpouring of energy, finances, and even love are ahead. Believe that you deserve it because you do. Whatever you focus on right now will grow in leaps and bounds. So take action in the direction of your dreams. Trust that your life is blossoming. Release feelings of fear or lack, which are only perceptions. This is a great time to make investments, purchase property, or make plans for the for things that you desire. Choose quality over economy. In the end, you will not regret it. This is an excellent time to be generous, give deeply and fully without fear of loss. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you give with an open heart, the more energy and life force flows back to you. So this is very much connected to the portal of birth, okay? That can help you to bring about things in order to attract more abundance, more prosperity in your life, okay? Okay, so let's see. In fact, you know what? Let me just keep these up here. All right, I'll keep them up here. All right, so on the table for you. Okay. Then I'm going to be using two. So let me just keep. I'll keep this on the table like I did with um energy number one. So okay, so secret travel. Okay. Okay, so let me get the ones. Okay, so let's see what advice. I'm going to be using the secret traveler, and this is for energy number two. Okay. Okay, so it goes on to say, voyage of the heart, love flows through you and to you. Okay, I'm going to select this card. voyage. Okay, so the card meaning here, all right? It says, okay, it's the voyage of the heart, love flows through you and to you. You are beloved. You are deeply loved and profoundly lovable. You are a sacred vessel for love to flow through you. God the Creator is love, and in your essence, so are you. In matters of romantic love, all is healing. All is already all is already healed or in the inner planes. Trust the messages from your heart and follow them, even if they are at odds with your mind. Angels and guides are communicating with you. Listen to their soft whispers. Okay, and then it goes on to say, um, the sacred traveler wants you to know joyous love flows through you and to you. You deserve love. There is nothing you need to do to receive this vibrant energy. Tenderness and devotion are finding their way to you. The traveler walks with a light heart on the path, knowing she's surrounded with love. It's truly a day for rejoicing. Your capacity for receiving and giving love is expanding. Let your heart lead you forward. Your is that your miss? Okay, sorry. Your mission on earth is to deepen your ability to impact and accept love, and that is happening right now. Okay, that's a beautiful message. And let me just get one from the Quantrum. So let's see what additional. So let's see. What message you have for energy number 2? I think this one really wanted to come out. Okay. Okay, so if you've got optimism, okay, optimism. And it goes on to say consciousness at the top. So let me just optimism. So let's see what that has to say. Okay, so it goes on to say here. Okay, so it says bright future. Okay, and the message is that okay. All right, so let me push this up because I think so you can have a better. All right, so okay, so I'm just going to read what it says here. Uh, okay, abundant. Your reality is shifting in a much more positive direction. Look for an exciting new development in money, romance, or your career. This could be also this could also manifest as a personal accomplishment or a creative success. Old blocks are falling away and you are choosing to see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's an increased optimism taking hold in your attitude, and you finally determined to raise your consciousness to a more positive outlook. This reveals a much more beneficial mindset than you may have had in the past. Your attitude of optimism ensures that a very bright future, perhaps one you may not have been expecting, is on its way. Very beautiful message. Okay, and the affirmation for this message says, I choose optimism and joy throughout each day. I look to the future with hope and excitement. Okay, so that's the affirmation here for this message. And then now I'm going to do energy number 3. All right, so let me just clear the table. Okay, so okay, so let's see what message is coming up. And this is, I'm going to be using now the Akashic Tarot for energy number 3. Let's see what's coming out there. Okay, so we've got 5 of Scrolls, four forces. So let's see what that's about. This is for a message from the Akashic records. Okay, this is for energy number 3. So we've got diversity here, 5 of Scrolls, and then we've got 4 forces. It says spring forward slash autumn. So maybe something could be happening to you, or something had happened in your past during these seasons. All right. So let me just read. 5 of Scrolls. 5 of Scrolls. So this message is for energy number 3. Okay. Diversity. 119. Okay, so again, please focus on the picture on the cards, right? Okay. All right. So it says here, a woman. Right. So it says here, a woman stands on a veranda overlooking a beautiful valley, dotted with little towns on the hills and along the river. Scrolls that she had read lie upon a nearby table. Another scroll is held loosely in her hand while the woman surveys all that she sees. With this card, you'll find that it's time to diversify. There are many options for you to consider, and you should take a look at them all. Allow yourself to try new things, go to new places, learn new subjects, break out into different directions, and meet new people too. Don't worry about scattering your energy too thin. You're in a period of expansion, so use it. Let yourself go farther afield than you planned. In the end, you will diversify in ways that introduce you to a whole new you. Okay, so I guess it's to do with that. Maybe you might be contemplating or trying, wanting to try. And if you okay, if for example, like you don't you are, or these messages doesn't resonate with you anyway, there are some things, okay, that you can gain as well. Okay, even while I'm reading these things, there's certain things that can help me as well as I go along my journey as well. So You don't have, it doesn't have to be your energy, okay, for you to take whatever messages that come now to help you in some area of your life. All right. All right. And if, for example, this resonates with you, although this is for energy number three, the Akashic forces said your life has turned into a smorgasbord of opportunities. Close your eyes and imagine an array of all the many different things that interest you. Give yourself permission to try them. How can you do that in the coming weeks? Okay, so this is a way to diversify, all right, your life, okay, whatever that you do, okay, it could be a business, okay, you might have a business, or you trying out or trying to experiment different things. It could be to do with your job, work, dynamic, okay. And I'm going to read on Four of Forces, okay. So then I go back to the, let's see where Four Forces. Okay, so we've got 172. So again, just focus on the picture, okay? Because I'm going to be just reading out, because these are how the messages come out, okay? It says, so because you need to pay attention to the sort of like or focus on the pictures on the card. The spring card upright shows a budding tree and flowers beginning to bloom. It is one of the seasonal cycle cards, and it indicates that you are entering a time of planting and active preparation. Okay. Oh, didn't I do a? Okay. Right. All right. Um, preparation. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Sorry, I thought I didn't. Okay, all right, that's fine. Just as the spring is a very full time for a farmer who is tilling the ground and planting his crop, so let yourself put in a little more effort now as you lay the groundwork for the time ahead. This could be a very creative period for you. Take action at creative projects or work related endeavors that require um, more time and attention. The work you do now could yield great rewards later. Make sure you engage in this extra activity with joy and optimism. You are always planting your energy into the Akashic records of your life. So as you work towards your goals, remember to plant hope and happiness along with all the action you take. All right. So this is for the last card here, okay, from the Akashic tarot. Okay, so let's see what portal, okay. Um okay, let's see. Okay, they wanted me to take this one, imagination, okay? So let's, all right. So okay, so basically for energy number three, okay, you're stepping into the portal of imagination. All right. So let's, Okay, it goes on to say your imagination is a portal and is also a creator of portals. Your imagination allows you to see possibilities that weren't there before. Once you see those possibilities, you can use your imagination further to help bring them to fruition and form. First, close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Then bring your current question or situation to mind. What is it you'd most like to experience? What would be your ideal outcome? Perhaps what you want is as subtle as clarity or a clear inner knowing about the next steps to take. It could be a feeling such as joy or connection, or it could be a quality like freedom, expansion, luxury, or validation. Whatever it is that you want, tune into it now. Do your best to feel it as if it's already present. How does your body feel? What pictures, sounds, or scents arise? Perhaps there's a symbol or image you associate with this desired outcome or experience. You don't have to understand these things logically. Your heart will know when something resonates. Get comfortable with the inner interdimensional realm of imagination and let yourself explore. Okay? And then it goes on to say in the book, this imagination loves this magical phrase, what if? So ask yourself, what if this was possible? What if I could have this outcome? What if I already have this outcome? What if this will all easier, faster, and more enjoyable than I ever could have previously guessed? What if all of my fondest wishes and dreams are already on their way to me now? Simply by posing these questions to yourself, you are opening channels of possibilities, you are changing your beliefs and expectations to accommodate more success, beauty, love, and prosperity than ever before. Every positive what if creates space for beautiful conditions to flow into your life in greater abundance. All right. Receiving this card is also a reminder to take action on your creative impulses. Just look around yourself to see the amazing fruits of the human imagination. All right. Um, Okay, so this is again, and these things, okay, you can say and believe, okay, it's very much linked to the law of attraction, how to manifest, okay, more blessings, abundance, prosperity into your life, all right. Um, but the rule here is, is always to give thanks to whatever you have already in your life, to appreciate, to give gratitude, because the more gratitude you give is the more blessings you receive, right? Okay. Because life itself is a gift and it's also a blessing, all right, in disguise. Okay. All right. So let's see what areas, okay, you could have lived, okay, or worked, okay, in your past life. So again, I'm going to be selecting three cards from this carefully angels. What does anything three need to know? Spiritual angels, woo. Spiritual angels, what does energy know? Three need to know. Okay. Okay, so the three places, okay, that you, okay, they want me to select these three places, okay? Okay, so you could have lived in Iceland, Italy, China. Okay, so let's see what advice. Okay, this is for energy number three. So let's see what advice, okay, that's coming for out for energy number three, all right? Okay, so this is coming from, so we've got so we've got um the Northern Lights, okay, Northern Lights, Iceland, all right. Then we've got the Venice Renaissance, Italy. Hope I'm pronouncing this correct. Renaissance, I think it's Renaissance. And then you've got the Great Wall of China, right? Okay. Okay, so the time traveler's message, okay, and this so I'm just reading on the first card, all right, where it says the Northern Lights, Iceland. It says, be open to the miracles that are waiting for you, release your doubts and watch for them. Know that you don't have to do it all yourself. It's important that you don't limit the way that miracles can appear in your life by trying to control the flow or by having expectations. Be open to allowing the Creator to resolve challenges for you in mysterious and amazing ways. When they arrive, allow immense gratitude to fill your heart, even if you don't come if they don't come in the form that you expected. Be open to celebrating each one, no matter how small. Success begets success. Noticing the small wonders will allow great gifts from spirit to expand in your life. Hold the thought in your heart that your life is a miracle, and indeed it is and will be. Okay. And I'm just going to read on the second one where it talks about create. So the first one is about miracles, the second one is up to do creativity. Okay, and this message is coming from the Venice Renaissance, Italy. Okay, the time traveler's message: immense creativity and inspiration are expanding in your life. Listen and act on any spark of inspiration that you receive. Don't wait for a better time to follow through with an idea, even if it seems unconventional. Welcome fresh ways of viewing the world around you. Trust that your creative ventures will be successful. Creativity can arrive in many forms. There are the usual expressions of art, music, dance, poetry, and writing. But there are also other ways, such as novel ideas, new philosophies, and inventions, even dreams and visions about the past and the future. Creativity and inspiration are, in fact, receptivity, a way of being open to the Creator. One of the most profound ways to activate creativity is to be receptive. This card suggests that you take time to be still and be open to divine inspiration. Listen and act. Let your creative juices flow. And then I'm going to read the one on or the last card where it says boundaries. And this is from the Great Wall of China. Okay. Okay, so the time traveler's message here, okay, where it says where it talks about boundaries, it says having personal boundaries can give you a sense of control over the physical space around you, your body and your feelings. It means that you establish what feels best for your own destiny and clearly expresses this to others, kindly yet firmly. It's not only important to maintain boundaries with others, but also in regard to personal decisions about your actions and behaviors in life. This card suggests that it's time to examine your boundaries in life to make certain that they are neither too rigid nor too slack. It's also important to communicate openly with others what your boundaries are so they don't need to make assumptions or second guess them. Walk your talk and speak your truth with kindness. Others will appreciate you for this and your soul will thank you. So maybe in order to bring more miracles, be more creative, maybe you need to create healthy boundaries here. All right. In this okay, this is what the message I'm getting here. Okay. Um okay. Okay, so let me now use for energy number 3. Use the sacred traveler and see what comes out. What message for this one. Okay, so you've got vast vistas here, and it says expand your horizons. Okay, so again, probably one of these are one of the things that you can do in order to be more creative, okay, and to bring more miracles into your life. Okay, this message is for energy number 3. But again, as I said, that it's all to do with energy, and there are some things that even if this energy, whatever you might not be this energy number 1, 2, or 3, but there are some things. Okay, some messages here, because it's all to do enlightenment here, things that can help us to evolve, to grow, to expand, because that's what the journey should be about. All right. Okay, so let's Okay, so it says expand your horizons. The card meaning expand your horizon, see the world around you in new ways. This is not a time to think small, it's an exciting time for you. You may find travel or new adventures in your future. Think outside the box. Ideas and projects that you've been contemplating are now moving towards manifestation. Unconventional relationships may flourish. Take time to nurture your dreams, for big changes are ahead. Okay, and the sacred traveler wants you to know as the traveler steps out of the woods, the pathway winds up, I think it's winds up to a higher point with a vast vista. The traveler can see in all directions and knows that all things are possible. New and wondrous paths are ahead. The traveler can choose any direction to journey. Get ready for a joyous, expansive sojourn. Take deep and full breaths. Each breath affirms that in you're in an expansive phase of life. Okay, and let me use the quantum moments to see. Okay, I'm just going to get one from the quantum oracle and see what comes out. Energy. Okay, so we've got travel. Okay. So this could be this as well. Okay, all of this could be very much linked to the messages that's come out. So maybe to expand, maybe spiritually. Okay, doesn't have to be physical travel. All right. So okay, so it says moving. Okay. Okay, so it goes on to say, all right, there is a possibility of relocation for you at this time. You may be buying a new house in an area or moving to another city entirely. There, there could also be a move where your work is concerned, such as the transferring of offices or going to a new job entirely. If this card, okay, well, it's near transformation, but we don't have transformation card here. Okay, it says okay. So if we had if the transformation card was, or if it was next to it, okay, it would mean there is significant inner changes that can be expected. But okay, but we don't have that here. Okay, but anyway, this is a perfect time to make the energetic intention to move into a more joyous and optimistic mindset. Let yourself travel through each day with happiness. Even if you can't get out of town, you can always take a vacation from negativity. Okay? And the affirmation for this card, it says, wonderful adventures await. I open my life to joyous new experiences every day. Okay, wonderful adventures await. I open my life to joyous new experiences every day. Okay, so okay, so to close off this reading, okay, I'm going to be just using three other decks, okay, and this is going to be just general messages, okay, for all three energies. Okay, so I'll take one from this now. Okay. Okay. All right. So okay. So they wanted me to select this one, crown chakra upgrade. Okay, which is to do with divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. So maybe some of you might need to work on your crown chakra, okay, which is above the head. Okay, so let's see. Which is to do with our spiritual beliefs, and connections. Okay, to do with our higher self. And spiritual beliefs. Yeah, spiritual beliefs, divine, our divine connections, or higher power connections, and higher self. Okay, so see what that is. Okay, so it goes on to say here, yeah, so the crown chakra is the energy center found at the top of your head. Okay, it governs our connection to wisdom, both internal and that of source. Opening the crown chakra represents connecting deeply with the heart of source and drawing down inspiration and insight. Okay, your crown chakra has been upgraded. Okay, the spiritual connections you have already, and it depends on the timelines. Okay, especially if you're on sort of a spiritual or religious journey. Okay, so this is a message for some of you. Okay, but I was guided to use this deck, so it just depends where you are on your journey. Okay, the spiritual connections you have always had are now being acknowledged. The parts of yourself that you have run from or ignored are being reclaimed. This is an important time for you, uncovering gifts and wisdom and moving through healing. You may have experienced moments that have tested your faith and your beliefs in the divine. Know that it's okay and no grievances are being held against you. The Holy Spirit is with you and within you. This is coming home to your truest self. You are also being encouraged to prepare yourself for miracles. Expect to experience wonders and blessings, for you are being surrounded by healing light. Divine encounters and holy experiences are happening around you. If you have had a challenging relationship with spirituality or religion in the past, this has now been healed and you can move forward in an authentic way, experiencing the divine on a personal level and beyond the limitations of unnecessary dogma. You are connected. Mm. So this is for everyone, okay? Whether you are on a religious um, powerful journey or spiritual powerful journey, all right? And again this is a general reading, all right? So anyway, so let's see. I'm going to be using this deck, all right? And see, this is the dream. I was guided to use this deck as well and see what comes up. So you may have dreamt, okay, of these things, okay, or these um objects, or whatever it is you might have appeared in your dream. So let's see what comes out, and just see what they are, or okay, and the meaning. What is pretty angels? What does it like you to know? Spirit. Okay, so okay, so we've got childhood home. So some of you might be sort of reminiscing about where you lived in the past in this lifetime. Okay, it says remember where you are from and who you really are. So it's also about being your own true self, okay, your authentic self. All right. Also, this one, it says gift, okay. And so if you imagine, or dream, I should say, okay, that you keep seeing gifts, okay, or somebody present you a gift. It's maybe spirit is saying to be present. And this one is says cell phone. So if phones keep coming in your mind, or mobile phones or things like that, it could mean that it's time to polish your communication skills. But I'm just going to read quickly. Where's the booklet? I'm just looking for the booklet now. Okay, so I'm just going to be reading more where it says childhood home. Okay, so the meaning here, it means roots. Okay, so even though you are an ever expanding being, your primary imprint of self is often represented by memories contained within the walls of your childhood home. Okay, when the action of your dream takes place there, this means you may be processing unresolved issues that imprinted during your formative years and are evaluating old belief structures. You may be grappling with a situation in your current life that is bringing up old feelings so that you can put the story to bed once and for all. Okay? And your trip down memory lane may be attempting to ground and reconnect you with a more innocent and authentic aspect of yourself. Okay, so these are the meanings of this. And the mantra here, it says, I take the familiar essence of home, sweet home, with me wherever I roam. Okay, look for gifts. Okay, so the meaning of this card, it says it means blessing. It says dreams of a gift symbolize an insight, an opportunity, or even a pregnancy. If you dream that you are giving a gift, this signifies that you are appreciative of something or someone in your life. If you dream of receiving a gift, this is a message that you are being recognized, acknowledged, loved, and appreciated by others, and most importantly, by yourself. Okay, and the mantra, it says, I am present in the heart of now, constantly sharing and receiving unexpected windfalls of grace. Okay, and then I'm going to be reading on this one where it says cell phone. Okay, so the meaning of this one, it says connection. It says cell phones are more than just communication devices. Okay, we store our lives in there. If you dream of losing your phone, you are venting fear of a loss of self. If you find your cell phone, you are discovering and appreciating your ability to communicate. If you're speaking to or texting someone, okay, that's in your dream, you are exploring your telepathic connection with this individual and the part of yourself he or she represents. The person you're calling and or who is calling you, whether or not you are able to connect, and the status of your connection, whether it's 4 bars, 3, 2, 1, or none, represents significant aspects of the dream. Okay, and the mantra for this message says, I am a wide open vessel of sending and receiving heart centered intuitive communication. Okay, okay, before I use the last deck, I just want to show you a few crystals okay, um okay, that can help you as you go along your journey. All right. um and these are called like what I would describe as traveler crystals. Okay. And there are some, okay, if you're on a spiritual journey or religious journey, or or you want to know more about crystals that you can use, all right, to help you to astral travel, do any form of, to recall your dreams, to help you recall your dreams, if you have lucid dreaming, all right. And also ones that you can use to help to protect you in the dream state. All right. So I'm just going to show you the most popular ones, okay, that you can use. All right. Okay, so let's start off with amethyst. Okay, it's a very popular protective stone. All right. So you can use amethyst. Okay, you can use um and you can yeah, amethyst, smoky quartz, all right, ametrine, lepidolite. Okay, these crystals here are very good. You can use them as general traveler crystals for astral travel, dream recall, um also lucid dreaming, and to protect you in the dream state. Okay, these ones are also good traveler stones, but the malachite can also be used for travels, to prevent travel sickness, and sorosite for jet lag. Okay. And this one here, blue howlet, is good if you want to recall your dream or dreams, okay, I should say, as well as amethyst. All right. um and for they're also good for lucid dreams, as well as smoky quartz. Okay. And for protection in the dream state, okay, you can use ametrine, amethyst, lepidolite. Okay. You can use, all right, but please check the description box, all right, because I put the names of other crystals that you can use. Okay. And last but not least, I want to use this last deck, okay, to close out the reading. Okay. Let's see what last advice. Okay, wow, we got proposal, a romantic or business opportunity is indicated. All right. Oh, wow. Marriage, okay, maybe someone or somebody's getting married. We've got marriage. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Okay. We've got goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. All right. We've got transformation. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. All right. And okay, right. So it's going to be leave it as that. All right. It says luck. It says you are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Okay. This it was a very exciting reading. All right. Just to basically just to we've all, as you've experience, okay, traveling through the different timelines. Okay, even though like I selected three energies, but I'm sure there's lots of things that or information that we um could use, okay, to help us transform, okay, to heal and to bring greater love and experiences in our life. All right. So I hope once again that you enjoyed this reading. If you have supported my channel in any way, thank you ever so much for your support. Please don't forget to check the description box because I'd like to recommend some books. I'll put the names of the decks which I used for the reading today if you're interested in read for yourself as well as for others. And if you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.